Gaza! End the siege in Gaza now! 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 End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Down, down, Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! Down, down, Zionism! Down, down, Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! Free, free Palestine! 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 End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! Stop the killing 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 now! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! What do we want?
There was one today.
Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! I can't hear you. Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Down, down Zionism! Down, down Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! Down, down Zionism! Down, down Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! End the genocide in Gaza! 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 End the Holocaust 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 in Gaza! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Palestine will never die! Palestine will never die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Palestine will never die! Palestine will never die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Tell your people we are here! Tell your people we are here! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Gaza, Gaza, don't you fear! Tell your people we are here! Tell your people we are here! Tell your children we are here! Tell your children we are here! Tell your mothers we are here! Tell your mothers we are here! Tell your grandparents we are here! Tell your grandparents we are here! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Down, down Zionism! Down, down Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! Down, down Zionism! Down, down Zionism! Zionism is racism! Zionism is racism! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Now everyone, we did good, but we need to be louder. This is an obligation. If we cannot stop it with our hands, we have to use our mouths. This is an obligation. We all have working mouths. We can all speak. We can all be heard, and we have to. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the siege in Gaza 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 now! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! The people united will never be defeated! 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 The people free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! And the siege in Gaza now!
End the siege in Gaza now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the siege in Gaza now!
End the siege in Gaza now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the genocide in Gaza now!
End the genocide in Gaza now!
End the Holocaust in Gaza now!
End the Holocaust in Gaza now!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Stop bombing Gaza!
It's a simple message. Boycott Israel! Stop bombing Gaza! Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Stop bombing Gaza!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Everybody, boycott Israel! BDSmovement.net will tell you exactly what you need to boycott.
No more Pepsi!
Buy
No
it.
more Philip Morris! Goddamn cigarettes!
Listen, we are on.
Millions! Go sit down. Do you understand? Millions! Pepsi, Cola, you freaking name it. Fanta,
Starbucks coffee.
Starbucks coffee.
L'Oreal,
No.
Garnier, all these makeup products that our
Not
children are
invest.
using.
Not
Our
invest.
sisters are using.
Not invest. Do not invest. Defense. Do not invest. Go to this website.
We have a lot of leaders in this
We
community.
can take them down, break them, take them to their fucking knees.
Damn
Okay?
We have a lot of leaders in this
I
community
can't wait
that own
any more
businesses.
firms of
We own
president.
businesses. We own gas
We gotta do
stations.
it ourselves.
We own liquor stores.
Wake
We own
up.
all of these businesses.
up,
And yet we
people.
preach boycott Israel and we sell Coca-Cola. We sell Pepsi. We need to actually be leaders. Profit before humanity before profit.
We can do this.
Humanity before profit. Humanity before profit.
Join Women in Black tomorrow, 12 noon, behind the public library in Royal Oak. Bring all your signs, and we will have a march to take Zionism away and replace it with a humane government.
Thank you very much for the energy. I appreciate the young people who joined us with a lot of wonderful contributions. I want to reflect the anger of the young woman behind me and actually urge action on the whole question of boycott. The Presbyterians, about a month or two ago, had a historic resolution that reflects the mood of the entire world to boycott government, companies that do business with occupation and or benefit of the occupation. And they boycotted Motorola, Hewlett-Packard, and Caterpillar. Now, if the Presbyterians are taking that leadership, then the anger of this young lady behind me, it behooves us to be actually leaders of the boycott. It is the campuses that have been actually leading the boycott, divestment, and sanctions. And guess what? Why can't we are the majority in Dearborn City Council, or at least we can pull a lot of influence. Why wouldn't we put a resolution there, symbolic as it is, to have us, dear city of Dearborn, boycott and actually participate in divestment from any companies that do business with Israel? You can do that. It is not that hard. It is not enough for us to come and raise our voices to each other and to our comrades and supporters. And I appreciate our supporters from the water rights movement, because water right is a human right, and the priorities are misplaced by this White House. It sends arms to Israel. Guess what? About 2 weeks ago, announced $230 million to replace the munitions that were depleted in the attack in Gaza. My God, I mean, how much more vulgar? We want to watch. And it goes on. So therefore, like she said, and back in 2000, and I remember a poem, I don't remember, I think I may have written the line, nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. It is us. We have to do it for ourselves. It is important for each of us to point at oneself. Don't point at the other. Please point this way. This way. Point this way. What am I doing for Gaza? What am I doing for Palestine? Don't yell at others saying, oh, they're not doing anything. What are you doing? What am I doing?
Right.
That is the key question in the entire Islamic world. 1.5 billion people are not asking, what am I doing for Palestine?
Right.
And I want this movement here. We are sophisticated, we are civilized, we are educated, we are enlightened. When are we going to wake up using your word? Yes, it is time for us to do that. City Council resolution in Dearborn is a must. So I want you to work on it. I want you to help work on it. Those young people from Wayne State, like Mr. Alayam, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name. Fadia. Those people are going to have to be in the leadership. I am getting old. I need someone to replace this old man. Come and do it. Please, and tell your friends. Make sure you take your part. Because 1900 martyrs fell, the majority of whom are women and children. More than 9,000 maimed, injured. We talked about Hiroshima. It is not exaggeration for entire neighborhoods to be erased. When is it that I am going to take my part and do something, no matter how modest it is? It is important for you to ask the question, what am I doing for Palestine? Every day. Every day. Now, a couple of announcements. I talked to you about Wednesday memorial service. It is to be confirmed yet, I understand. Another one is the Women in Black tomorrow at noon in Hamtramck.
No, Royal Oak.
Oh, I'm sorry, Royal Oak.
Behind the public library in Royal Oak.
Behind the public library, meaning at 11 mile, just east of Main. Okay? So behind the public library at noon tomorrow, and that has been a loyal group. Palestine has been on their agenda every time, ever since 2000. Ever since 2000. Okay? So it is important for us to be there. Now, one other is on August 24th, there is a Gaza event in Hamtramck, and that's where I got confused. Twyla and Bill, who are one Hamtramck, actually is supporting it. And they are showing movie, and it's a public event, so look for it. It will be on email. I have the flyer here. Bill, do you have enough flyers he doesn't have enough flyers to go around, but if you are, it's at the Kebab House at Conan Street on Sunday, August 24th. What time is that, Bill? 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 6 p.m. is the program. It is again on Gaza, and it's going to show a movie, Tears of Gaza, which is a profound movie. It has been winner of many awards. Now, those of you who, I am not a leader, I am just a participant. If you think that I missed something very important for us to be said here today, please come. come and teach me, because we need to do this together. And I was just told and coached that I ought to share with you and thank heartily those people who are not Muslims and not Arabs. They are Christians.
Thank you.
They are standing for justice. Indeed, thank you. Anything else I'm supposed to say?
I have one comment.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you have one comment.
Yesterday, I was a part of the U of M Ann Arbor protest that actually went into the city council meeting, and we were talking about divesting, talking about boycotting, and we got laughed at. We got laughed at by our mayor. And that day really opened up my eyes and everyone there at how important it is for us to take charge and vote. This is our legal right. People died for this right. We put bogus people in office and they're going to laugh at us. And this is our right. We need to know that before we are Muslim, before we are Arab, we also live in America too. And we put our leaders in office. This is our right. We need to actually...
It's your taxpayers' money. It's your tax.
We should be frustrated by ourselves because we did not vote. It's the lack thereof of action that we have. We did not go and vote. I didn't go and vote. That was my fault. And yesterday my eyes got opened up to what really happens. We put people in office that don't care. They don't care about the millions overseas that are dying. They don't care about the millions of dollars that are going overseas. That are not staying here in Detroit. The reason why our water is being shut off. The reason why jobs are being lost. The reason why all these things are happening. We need to be leaders. I have to be the first. And we need to actually use our rights to get our freedom. We need to use the rights that our founding fathers built this country on, because this is the reason why I have the mic in my hand. I came and pulled the mic into my hand. All of us need to do this. All of us need to want to say what we need to say. It won't stop if all of us are silent and waiting for Superman. We are all together better than Superman. All right.
If we put our politicians in office, we can take them out.
And we can put our own
Remember,
representatives
we
in
put
office.
them in office. We can pull them out if they're cowards and they don't support our cause. They have to support the human causes. They have to stop the genocide. Local, national, at every level. Politicians are responsible and they're accountable.
I want to also just reflect what Osama Alayan, the young leader here, that I am so delighted to have with us, saying that remember, we cannot wait for Salah ad-Din, ya Jama'ah. Remember, we keep waiting for Salah ad-Din, Jamal Abdel Nasser, whoever it is. Remember, Salah ad-Din is born among us when we take responsibility. The collective Salah ad-Din will have to come and liberate Jerusalem and liberate Palestine. You are part of Salah ad-Din. You cannot come and shirk your responsibility and say, hey, wait a minute, I'll wait for some dynamic leader who can lead. No. You are part of that leadership. Collective leadership is going to liberate us. That's the lesson I have to continue yelling loud for each of us to absorb, because point at me. Do not point at someone else. I have to point at me. I want to appreciate you. If there is anyone else what wants to say something very important, I need that, and then we will adjourn. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Turn on the water. Turn off the war.
Turn on the water.
My name is Richard Clay. Locally, I organize the Michigan African American Leadership Summit, but I'm a citizen of the Republic of New Africa. And since its inception, the RNA has always supported the people of Palestine. Always. This is nothing new. We took our leadership from Mario Badeli and Chokwe Lumumba, and we've always stood shoulder to shoulder. We always recognized Palestine. We always, myself as a freedom fighter, I've recognized the freedom fighters from Hamas, from Islamic Jihad, from all of the organizations that fight for the people who are trying to restore freedom and restore nationhood to an oppressed people. Up with Palestine, down with Israel and its oppressive imperial design. And we have to understand that right here in Detroit, we're concerned about the water shutoffs. We have to. I speak today in honor of my friend that passed, Charity Hicks, who's on the People's Water Board of Detroit, who helped to get this thing started with the water shutoffs right here in Detroit, who helped to get it publicized and take it to an international battle. This water is a human right, and we here as human beings to fight until the water is turned back on for the thousands of households here and the millions of people in Palestine who no longer have access to clean water. And we have to understand something, people. Our politicians here, right here in Detroit, our politicians nationally, Barack Obama, when he first got elected in 2008, he traveled abroad and he went over to areas like Palestine. He went over to the Middle East and he promised that he would not continue these same white supremacist policies that they've been carrying on for the past few decades. And he lied to us. He's doing the same thing that Bush did, that Clinton did. There's been no change in policy, pro-Israeli policy. And we have to recognize that and begin to hold him accountable for that, and other Democratic leaders accountable for that. And we got to tell the John Conyerses and the Carl Levins and all of these people who represent us supposedly locally, stop supporting, stop voting to fund Israel. Stop supporting companies that do business with them. We got to make them be more in line with what we know is pro-human, pro-Palestinian, pro-freedom fighter, pro-liberation policies. We have to do that. And I'll end like this. It's not just the water shutoffs that are concerned here in Detroit. It's the fact that they're privatizing the water department. They're going to turn the water department, collection of water policy, of water bills, they're going to turn it all over to corporations, private corporations. The people's water does not belong to private corporations. We got to stop Mike Duggan. To hell with Mike Duggan and his 10-point plan to stop water shutoffs in Detroit. He ain't going to stop it. We got to stop it. And we got to stop him. Stop him from privatizing the people's water department. And we got to include that in every march, every protest and demonstration that deals with water. And out of Charity Hicks, I'm here and I'm glad to be here. Free Palestine. Thank you.
Free Palestine.
Water right is human right. Water right is human right.
Water right is human right.
Water right is human right.
Water right is human right.
Both in Gaza and Detroit.
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 Okay, now we have one final speaker. Be careful not to...
Okay. I'll just control myself. Okay, 2 examples. I'll try to take on. 2 examples. SodaStream is a plant in the West Bank. They make millions of dollars. Please don't buy that machine, that product. It makes soda. You buy the freaking machine, you make soda at home. Boycott it. A store in Berlin, a store in Ireland, they're boycotting everything that's illegal settlement. Under the Geneva Convention, that's Article 4, illegal settlers. We are not going to give them any money. We will not support them. Boycott everything that comes out from those settlers. They're called illegal settlers. Another example, Algeria. Algeria raised 11% on oil for Egypt in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, they raised $25 billion just by raising the interest on the crude oil to Egypt by 11%. That's power. Thank you, Algeria.
Okay, now I want to end this with real hearty appreciation for each one of you for standing for Palestine, standing for justice for all people of Detroit, of Palestine, of, remember, South Africa, apartheid. Whoever thought it would come down? You're too young. In 1990, when it came down, I said, oh my God, we never thought apartheid will ever end. You know why? Because Reagan administration at the time was continuing with England to support South Africa, and they were stubborn, and it's just the same here. We have an encore, a repeat of situation here. Israel and the White House. They are the only people in the world that are together supporting a pariah state in Palestine called Israel. Now, those of you who give up hope, I don't want to say shame on you, but almost, yani. Okay? Do not give up hope, because it starts with me. Say it. It starts with me. It starts with me. Okay? So therefore, we can never give up hope when each one is taking responsibility. Thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in new events. Look forward to our announcements on Facebook and others. Remember, Royal Oak tomorrow at the public library at Main and 11 Mile. Noon tomorrow. And then the memorial service probably next week. Okay? Okay, Habibi, you have to end it, okay?
This is good news. This is good news, and it's something that we can look at as an example. I heard that in Northeast Ohio, the gas stations, a lot of the gas stations are owned by Arabs, okay? And they're all run by one CEO, and the CEO has boycotted Coke. This is something that we can do individually as leaders of a community. We all own businesses. Most of us do. We all came as businessmen from overseas. This is what America's based on. And we can decide what we want to sell. And this is our power, our responsibility. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Go home, be safe. Thank you very much.
Okay.